Hey, what's up everybody? It's the People's Crypto. I'm back with another video. I know it's been a while since I posted a video, but I was doing some research and I found some interesting things. Please keep in mind that this video is for entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research and please seek out a financial advisor before making any investments. Alright, so I found a pretty interesting video. It's dated November 29th, 2018, and basically it goes over the Wall Street's manipulating of Bitcoin price to buy it at a cheap price. If you haven't been aware, banks are now allowed to custody your cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, etc. You name it, they can custody it now. It's just been approved. It's a couple banks that's been allowed to do it. I'm going to get to those articles first. However, I wanted to shed some light on this and explain to you, or this will actually explain to you the crazy manipulation that's been going on, the reason why Bitcoin hasn't been moving, and all of this negativity towards Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency space is because these big institutions have been buying it up. They've been keeping the general public out of the cryptocurrency space, and the reason being is they want to accumulate as much Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies with use case as much as possible. Now, this may resonate with you a little bit, pertaining to why you're having probably such a difficult time getting friends and family into the cryptocurrency space, more specifically into Bitcoin, because they've unfortunately fell for these tricks where you have Jamie Dimon, Warren Buffett, and many others saying a lot of negative things about Bitcoin, how it's used by drug dealers, porn stars, you name it, whatever. They've just been spewing a lot of negativity, so this way their institutions and also so they can purchase these assets themselves. I'm going to start the video right now. It's actually pretty interesting. It's about 6 minutes, so bear with me please. I'll also include the link to the video in the description below. So here we go.
On September 12th, Jamie Dimon says Bitcoin is a fraud. He says he'll fire any one of his traders buying Bitcoin. Bitcoin drops 24%. When Jamie Dimon speaks, people listen. So that weekend, we found out that the largest buyer of a Bitcoin fund that's in Europe that buys physical Bitcoin, right? The largest buyer was Morgan Stanley and JP Morgan. And that's not illegal. He says it's a fraud. It says it by anyone that buys it. Yes.
And at the same time, his company is buying.
His company is buying.
So it's just, so unethical.
Right.
Okay, George Soros.
George Soros, in January 24th, price was already down, calls Bitcoin a bubble, says Bitcoin is the worst, the worst investment in the world. Don't buy Bitcoin. Don't buy Bitcoin. Basically throws gasoline on the fire at this point. And then what do we find out? So he says bubble here.
It drops 44%.
Right. And then here in April, about 2 months later, guess what we find out?
Yeah.
His $26 billion family office has approval to buy cryptocurrency.
Right. And we only knew about it publicly.
Right.
Here. And this is the kind of thing that George Soros is famous for this, talking the sterling down.
Yeah.
And what did he do? He stole the pensions of all the little people.
Yeah, made $1 billion.
Yeah.
Okay, so then here now, Goldman Sachs, this, again, February 7th, most cryptocurrencies will crash to zero. Now, I remember when they said this in February, and I had, through my network, I knew that Goldman Sachs was setting up a crypto trading desk. Absolutely knew they were setting up a crypto trading desk.
And I remember you telling me that.
Right, and then, of course, they were denying it. No,
Yeah,
we're not,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
we're not, no, we're not. Price falls down 27%, and then what do we find out? We find out here, they say BTC 0, and then we find out just before May, new trading desk. Not only that, they put $400 million to buy a cryptocurrency trading platform. Okay, so February 7th, it's all going to zero. May, we just spent $400 million just on a flyer.
And they're not the only ones.
No. So you had a lot of institutions that are coming. You had Christine Lagarde from the IMF come out. And this was, what's funny about this, Glenn, is it was all around the same time. It was almost like, I can't prove collusion, but it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck. And you know what, it is probably a duck.
The people, they all hang out together, they all think alike. It doesn't have to be calling each other.
Yeah.
They know this game.
Yes. So IMF, Christine Lagarde says in the first part of the year, says all central banks should band together against cryptocurrency.
Right.
Have you ever heard her say all banks should band together against illegal arms?
No.
Or illegal drugs?
No.
Or human trafficking?
No.
No. But this nascent asset class, we must all join arms against.
What this did was play into people's heads that these guys are never going to let Bitcoin survive.
Right.
And so people thought, this is over.
Yeah.
So let me show you, can we show a chart of the 5 crashes? This is from, I think,
Last year, right?
last year,
Yeah.
okay? Do we have that chart of the 5 crashes of Bitcoin?
Right. It was 30%. Right. It was, I think 4 of them were 30%,
Right.
and one was 40%.
And this is, here it is. Explain this chart. Those are
Right.
Amazon crashes. Here's
Okay, so these are Amazon.
Do you have Bitcoin?
Yeah, we need the Bitcoin chart.
We are.
All right, they'll come up later.
Okay.
Yeah. So what I want to talk about now is one of the key lessons I learned from being involved in the market so long is rather than listening to what people are saying, look at what they are doing.
Correct.
So this is what we should look at, and this is what I want people to focus on now. Billionaire hedge fund manager Stephen Cohen, who's worth between $12 to $14 billion, by far the smartest hedge fund manager in the world, I would say of the last century, is buying Bitcoin. $6,800, buying Bitcoin. Mark Lazary, Avenue Capital Group, worth about $1.7 billion, has put 1% of his net worth into Bitcoin at around this price, $7,500. Andreessen Horowitz, that's right, Mark Andreessen, an early investor in Airbnb, Skype, Facebook, just launched a and Coinbase just launched a $300 million fund. Wellington Capital, they have $1 trillion in assets, are starting to get involved in Bitcoin futures. Susquehanna, the 12th largest trading firm by volume, they now have their own Bitcoin custody department, their own trading department, and they're trading Bitcoin and Ethereum. Goldman Sachs, this new CEO, David Solomon, the most pro Bitcoin / cryptocurrency guy on Wall Street. The most pro
Goldman Sachs.
Goldman Sachs. He's the new CEO. He's coming into power shortly. BlackRock, this announcement just came out, the world's biggest asset manager. Now last year, Larry Fink says, oh, you know what cryptocurrency Bitcoin is good for?
Yeah.
Money laundering and drug dealers.
Right.
Right? So again, if you look at what he's saying, you're going to sell your Bitcoin, right? You're going to say, oh, this is all BS. But guess what is happening now? They're going to launch an ETF. They're looking at an exchange-traded fund that will allow anybody with a brokerage firm to make it as easy as hitting a buy button to go out and buy Bitcoin. So you've got to look at this preponderance of evidence, right? All these people are already wealthy. All these people care about their reputation. If Bitcoin is such a trashy asset, why are all these people getting involved?
And there's that. So basically, as you've seen there, they've been doing this for quite some time. Now, if we take a look at this article here, it says big banks can now hold Bitcoin. Should crypto custodians worry? So the proof is in the pudding. They're accepting it, and they'll soon be allowing you to deposit your Bitcoin, your Ethereum, and all other crypto assets with them. The question is, will you do it? I hope you do not. Absolutely not. Do not give your cryptocurrencies to any of these institutions. You already know if it's not your private keys, it's not yours. You shouldn't hold it on Coinbase. You shouldn't hold it on Binance, Gemini, any of those exchanges, even if you have it on Cash App. Do not hold any of your crypto on any of these exchanges or these platforms that allow you to purchase it. Clearly, something is going on. It's been going on for quite some time. You can find this article on Decrypt, but something strange is going on. I believe we're also supposed to be going through a financial reset, or a global reset, if you will. So they're planning on crashing most of these fiat currencies. I believe Japan is giving out a stimulus to their citizens. Canada is giving out, I think, either $1,000 or $2,000 monthly to their citizens. The Eurozone, I believe they're also giving out monthly stimulus checks to their people located in those different countries. So there's a bunch of different things, and we're supposed to be getting another stimulus here in the United States. So something is going on, and as we know, anytime there's quantitative easing or the mass printing of a bunch of money, it usually leads to hyperinflation, and shortly after that, it leads to a currency collapse. What they may eventually do sometime in the future, I don't know how long, they may try to make a digital-backed government fiat cryptocurrency, which it seems like that may be the plan moving forward. But if you have gold, silver, or Bitcoin, or any other cryptocurrencies with a good use case, you will probably do extremely well in the future because the price of those assets will skyrocket. And this is why, these institutions want your crypto, because if it skyrockets, please believe you will not be allowed to withdraw your crypto at any given time, anytime you want. They'll probably put up barriers for you to get your crypto. So I would just urge you to not deposit whenever this launches. Do not deposit any of your crypto in these institutions. Keep your crypto on your ledgers, your Trezors, or any other hardware wallet that you use. Just do not do it. And here's another article, and you can find this on newsbtc.com. Why regulators allowing U.S. banks to hold Bitcoin is so positive for crypto. Yeah, it's positive because it just legitimizes Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. But at the same time, like I said, if you deposit your coins with these people, there's no telling what barriers they'll put in place for you to not be allowed to withdraw your crypto at any given time. I'll give you a perfect example of this. If you try to purchase a vehicle, if you try to purchase a car, what they tend to do is you have to go to the bank manager or you go to the teller. They ask you what you need the money for. They basically question you for your own money, like why you need this money. You have to give them a story or tell them, hey, I'm trying to purchase a car. They'll then write you a check, and then that process usually takes about 10 to 20 minutes because then you have to give them the exact information for the dealership that you're purchasing the vehicle. Then after 10 to 20 minutes, they write you a check for either 20, 30, or 40,000. I've done this before. That's how I know. And then after that, you are then given your check to purchase your vehicle, and then they say, oh, thank you, but it's a really stupid process because if it's your money, no one should be questioning you and saying, hey, why do you need your money? What are you doing with your money? And forget about it. If it's even more money, if it's 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, good luck trying to get that money out at that particular time. It usually will take a couple business days for you to get your money. So it's not necessarily your money once you deposit it at these institutions. The same can be said once cryptocurrencies skyrocket or go to the moon. If you try to take a significant amount, what they will do is they will probably put up these barriers in place for you so you cannot take out your money. So you don't want to do that. But the article goes on to say, on Wednesday, the Bitcoin and crypto market was treated with positive news from U.S. regulators. The Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, OCC, wrote on July 22nd that American banks are allowed to hold cryptographic keys. This is your 24 seed phrase to your cryptocurrency wallets. That is to say, U.S. financial institutions can be a custodian to one's cryptocurrency. This letter from the regulator was immediately seen as one of the biggest Bitcoin-related news in months and years. Here's more on why this news is so positive for the industry. Yeah, it goes into all of that. You can find it on newsbtc.com. But like I said, you do not, yes, the news is positive, but you do not want to deposit your coins or your private keys with these institutions. It will create an abundance of problems for you in the future. Let's say Bitcoin goes to 5 million, 10 million, 20 million, some ridiculous number, and you gave these people your keys. Kiss your crypto goodbye, because what they'll probably do is they'll start lending out. They'll do a fractional reserve lending with your Bitcoin, and then they'll say, oh, well, you can only take out X amount of money. Or they'll jump through hoops, and they'll come up with some story, and they'll give you a difficult time. The point is this. If you're in crypto, if you're in the cryptocurrency space, hold your keys. Do not relinquish your keys to any person, any institution, anyone, any family member, any friends. hold your own keys. Do not give your keys to anyone. Would you give your keys to your house to a friend or family member? Well, it's different if it's a family member, but would you give your keys to your home to any stranger? No. Would you give your keys to your cars to any stranger you don't know? No. So why on earth would you give your keys to these institutions? We don't trust them. This is the reason why we even have Bitcoin and other cryptocurrency assets. We want to control our money. We want to have possession of our money. We want to do whatever we want with our money. So please, 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 yes, this news is positive for crypto. It legitimizes cryptocurrency even further, but if you're already in the space, then you already know it's a legitimate asset. So whatever you do, do not give your keys to any institution. Keep your own keys. Get a Bitcoin node. If you don't know what a node is, Google it. I'll probably do a video on that and run through that and explain it to you. Run your own node. Put your Bitcoin on there. Put your Bitcoin on a hardware wallet. Put it on a paper wallet. Put it anywhere. Put it anywhere you want. But whatever you do, do not put it with these institutions. Just make sure you hold your own keys. Bitcoin is back at 10K, which is excellent, but it'll probably drop back down or it may go up. Let's take a look at the prices right now. Bitcoin is at $10,248.70. Ethereum is at $325.73. Tether is $1. XRP is 22 cents. Bitcoin Cash is 251.64. Cardano is 14 cents. Cardano is doing excellent. If you do not have Cardano, you might want to scoop some up. Not investment advice. That's at least what I'm doing. And then we have Bitcoin Satoshi's Vision is 194.93. Litecoin is 48.93. Binance is 19.26. EOS is $2.76. Chainlink is $7.20. Tezos is $2.87. Stellar is $9. No, I'm sorry. Stellar is 9 cents. I wish it was $9. Monero is $78.01. Tron is 0.0186. And USDC, I don't know what that is. It's weird, but it's $1.23. USD coin is $1. VeChain is 0.0171. Cosmos is $3.76, and Huobi token is $4.37. That is going to do it for this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. If you're listening to this on YouTube, if you're listening on LBRY, please share the video. And that will probably do it. Also follow me on Twitter. The link and all of that will be in the bottom of the description of this video. Thank you for listening, and I will see you later, and continue to hodl. And that's going to wrap it up for this video.